What's good, wealth builders? This your boy Devon back again with another video, and today we're talking about a subject that a lot of people talk about, but I really want to break it down in one way, and one way only: why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The real reason. So let's go.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Okay. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we talk about making more money, saving more money, and building a better you and business. So without further ado, let's talk about why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The real reason. Okay, so why do the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? You know what I mean? It's really, to me, it's really one simple reason why this will continue to happen. Okay, it's because of credit, man. It's because of credit. Credit kind of rules over money. I know money, you need money to pay your credit card bill, you know what I'm saying? But when you're rich and have great credit, you get access to things cheaper. You pay less in interest. You know what I'm saying? For instance, when you have bad credit and try to buy a car, you end up paying higher interest rates. So instead of paying $300 to $400 a month for a car, you end up paying $500 to $600 a month for a car, because you gotta pay more because you are broke or poor or struggling to get by. What if you want to go get an apartment? You stay poor because your credit is bad, or your credit score is bad, so you gotta put a bigger deposit instead of it being a 1 month deposit. You gotta put 2 or 3 just because you have bad credit. Okay, you can't get a credit card, you can't get a business loan, you can't get a personal loan, you can't do all these things because you have bad credit. So you can't increase your income, your money flow, because you have bad credit. Okay, when you're rich and have great credit, then you will be able to get things like cars, houses, and jewelry on credit with great interest rates, because you have a good credit score and you have the money to pay those bills down. Okay, so basically the rich will always get richer because they have access to other people's money. Okay, let's say that again. The rich will always get richer because they have access to other people's money. Okay, OPM, other people's money, to help them grow their businesses or investments. Okay, so basically it's like this. They can go to the bank and say, hey, I have a business plan for such and such, such and such. I need a loan for 10 grand. Okay, then they take that loan for 10 grand and then they go and flip it. They get 20 grand back, and then they pay the bank back. And then now they got 10 grand of liquid income in their possession, and then they reinvest, and then they start to build their business. They might even take out another loan, a bigger loan this time, and then just keep using that money to keep reinvesting in their businesses. And that's why they keep getting richer and you keep getting poorer, because you're being squeezed by everything else. You're being squeezed by, credit cards, student loans, high rates of paying for your rent, high rates of mortgage, high rates of interest for your cars, because you have bad credit and you're struggling and you're poor. Okay, so this is why the gap just builds itself. The richer will always get richer and the poorer get poorer, unless the poor people or the struggling folks, the people that are struggling to get by, start to think. Okay, they start to understand, take the first step, and this should be to work on building better credit. Okay, or keeping your credit good. Even if you are struggling and having a financial hardship at the time, you need to figure out a way to keep your credit good, okay? The only thing is to fix credit or keep credit good, honestly, you're gonna need money. You're gonna need money. There's no way around it, okay? You're gonna need financial backing, okay? You're gonna need a flow of income. All right, not just your regular job money either, because most likely your weekly checks are accounted for with your bills and your kids and food and all these things that eat up your income every week or every 2 weeks or every month. You just get, your income just gets eaten up like Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like just destroyed, because you got all these things you got to pay for, and there's hardly anything left over to use to invest. Okay, so the best thing to do is to learn some online cash building strategies to help you build a side income to start paying off your credit card debt and start, having some meat left at the end of the month or at the end of the week, or on Sunday there's $100 or $200 left in your account instead of 20. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So you have to find a way to start to build more income. Okay, then you pay your credit card debt or pay your student loans down and start getting flow monthly payments on them things, and start building your credit score. And as your credit score will start to rise, and you can start moving towards being rich and successful, because know what you can do at this point. You can go to a bank or credit union or whatever and get you a personal loan or even a business loan and start to take that money and invest in businesses or maybe real estate or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Because you took the time to get your credit score up, then take your credit score, go to a bank, get a loan, take that loan and start to build a business, okay? Or build a side income that's really gonna be substantial and really grow you, and you can start, like I said, being rich and successful. I know it sounds like I'm saying the same thing over and over, but I need to kind of like embed it in your brain, okay? Because once you have good credit, the world is yours, okay? As long as you have a good credit and you show some type of credit history of you paying down big loans and things of that sort and being consistent on your payments, you should have no problem getting a personal loan, getting a business loan, and start building your empire, okay? But with all that being said, credit is basically why the rich gets richer and the poor will continue to get poor, because they don't focus on building credit. They focus on the next day. Okay, and I know it sounds crazy, but you got to figure out how to get away from just focusing on the next day or the next week. You got to really figure out, okay, how I'm going to in the long term become successful, and that's the only way. Okay, that's the only way. All right, so click the link below and get a free ebook that will teach you all the cash building strategies you can use online to start building your income, your side income, to start taking that income and invest in other things and build yourself a substantial side hustle that's so you can grow it into something else, okay? And get a better credit score and take your credit score and all that good stuff and build and get a business loan or personal loan and use that money to invest in another business and grow that business. And it's a beautiful cycle, okay? If you learn how to use the cycle, you can definitely become rich and successful within the 5 to 10 year span, even quicker than that, honestly, but I'm just giving you a little bit of time, you know what I mean? But do remember, wealth builders, this is why the rich get richer and the poor get poor, so take heed to my words and start making moves, all right? So, again, make more, save more, build more. Peace. It's the Wealth Builders, baby! Alright, so you've reached the end of one of my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. You can go ahead and check out another video here or another here, or you can go ahead and subscribe there. But anyhow, Wealth Builders, do remember, make more, save more, build more. Peace.